I have 3 requirements for marriage. First, that you cook meat dishes with me. Second, that you treat my parents well. Third, that you are not unfaithful. I don't want a dowry, as I already have a car and a house. The rest, we will achieve together. Do you think these requirements are acceptable?
I only have 3 requirements for marriage: no violence, treat parents well, and no infidelity. As for the dowry, I don't care. Just have a place to live and an electric scooter. The rest we can achieve together. Do you think these requirements are excessive?
The love I want is actually very simple. Before going out to have fun, I want you to inform me. Before going to bed, I want you to say goodnight to me. I don't want you to suddenly disappear and not message me. It doesn't matter if you take a while to reply, as long as you clearly tell me what you're doing. What I want is just for everything to have memories and for each thing to have a resolution. I want you to have a place for me in your heart, that's all.
Great, now let's listen to their true demands.
This whole house is mine. And my dowry is worth more than 20 million yuan. Is asking for a 1 million yuan bride price too much? Hi everyone. I'm Xiao Jiumei, and at the end of the year there are lots of blind dates. So the other day my family introduced me to someone. Things were going well until he asked if I had any specific requirements for the bride price. I was afraid of asking for too much, so I just asked for 1 million yuan. But as soon as he heard that, he answered a phone call in a rush and left. Later, he said we weren't a good match and rejected me. Just to be clear, I'm not a materialistic person. If it were the right person, I wouldn't ask for a single cent. But this guy only asked about the bride price and didn't even care about what I'd bring as a dowry. Ah, young people, always in a hurry. Let me show you some of my dowry. Over there is my house and this here is the basement. This is where we store wine. We've got over 200 barrels. Whenever our vineyard produces a good batch, we set some aside to drink ourselves. Honestly, all this wine is part of my dowry. Since I'm my dad's only daughter, he said I should take it all with me when I get married. We've got wine from several years, including some that's 30 years old, along with newly brewed wine. Each of these large barrels holds about 1,000 kilograms. A 30-year-old wine like this, for example, sells for 800 yuan per kilogram. Not unreasonable, right? This barrel here holds 2,000 kilograms, enough for 160 bottles. I've got over 10 barrels like this, totaling more than 10 million yuan. So tell me, is asking for a 1 million yuan bride price too much? Aside from the wine, my family will also give me a house, a car, and other dowry items. And of course, I have my own savings. So bro, you need to think bigger. Honestly, in today's society, I'm not a fan of those sky-high bride prices either. If 2 people truly love each other, it's a shame to let material things like houses and cars ruin the relationship. So how much is the bride price in your area? Let me know in the comments. Hello everyone, I'm Lin Wei. Do you think that with my looks, asking for 3 million in bride price is excessive? I don't think it's excessive at all. I posted this condition online for matchmaking, and I received thousands of comments insulting me, saying that at 38 years old, I still dare to ask for 3 million in bride price. How could I think that? How could I have the audacity to say it? Many netizens commented that I speak without thinking. If a man has 3 million, why wouldn't he marry an 18-year-old girl? Why did I post this video? Many people said that wealthy men should go find an 18-year-old girl. Are 18-year-old girls that appealing? Are they that sought after? I want to say, do 18-year-old girls have the same charm as women like us? Right? An 18-year-old girl, besides being younger, has a bigger temper and simpler thoughts. I don't think there's anything about them that can compare to us. I really don't understand why they say that wealthy men should look for 18-year-old girls. If you find an 18-year-old girl, you'll treat her like a deity, right? Wouldn't it be better to seek out a mature and intelligent woman like us? Instead, they keep looking for an 18-year-old girl to take care of like a daughter.
Hello everyone. First, don't mind my hairstyle. Let's discuss an issue. Here's the thing. I was watching videos earlier and saw one about finding a partner for the new year. In that video, I commented, I don't want anyone too ugly, anyone too short, anyone with bad character, and anyone who isn't clean. As for family background, it should be normal, and personal capability should also be normal. I feel like I'm not asking for much, but after a while someone commented something like, what a joke, go dream. Anyway, I think he meant to say that I'm being irrational, like a frog wanting to eat swan meat. The idea is that my standards are too high. But are my standards really that high? I didn't say I want someone who is both tall and handsome. Those two things aren't the same. And when it comes to character and personal hygiene, isn't that basic? Regarding family background and personal capability, I believe this applies at any age. If your family background is good enough to support you in doing anything you want, then it's fine. But if your family background is average and you're not making enough effort, and your abilities are also average, then that doesn't work. But I never said it's necessary to have a good family background and be very capable. That's also not the same thing. So, am I really asking for too much? Is this really a very high request? My God, let me know in the comments. Let's discuss this.
Hello, everyone. I'm Meng Meng. In the previous video, I posted about finding a partner, but many men criticized me, saying that my standards are too high and that if I want a man like that to marry, I'm dreaming. I really don't understand. Everyone has the right to choose who they like or have an idea of what kind of person they want as a partner, right? That's not too much to ask. In the video, I mentioned that my ideal boyfriend should be about 1.7 meters tall and weigh around 70 kilograms. Just for saying that, people commented that these standards are unrealistic and that it's rare to find men in the South who are that tall. The most important thing is that I said he should have good character, proper values, be hardworking, know how to be romantic, solve problems, care for his partner, have a stable job, respect elders, love children, and be filial to his parents. Ideally, he should also have his own house. Isn't that the bare minimum for a man? Some people asked if I meet these standards myself. Others said that a man with these qualities wouldn't be interested in me. My goodness. With so many attacks, where did I go wrong? Aren't these just normal expectations? For example, if you have a daughter, a sister, or a niece, or if you become a father in the future, wouldn't you want them to have a good marriage? And what is a good marriage? It doesn't have to be wealthy, but at the very least, it should be financially secure and comfortable. Now imagine, would you accept your daughter marrying someone who can't even travel without saving every penny, who has to calculate every meal, and whose life after marriage is worse than when they were dating? As a father, would you be okay with that? Would you let your daughter marry a man like that? In my opinion, a capable man wouldn't think my standards are too high. And you, who just saw my video, what do you think about this?
Today, a woman born in 1987 asked me, Yian, I feel a bit frustrated. I have a good job, I'm a civil servant, I'm reasonably tall, 1.70 meters, and I don't look bad. Why am I still single? Is it really that hard to find someone compatible with me? What I want to say is this. Women should try to find a partner around the age of 25. At the very least, they should find someone before they turn 35. If you haven't found anyone by 35, maybe it's better to give up. Sometimes having your own house, car, and money isn't as great as it seems. But if marriage is a goal for you, I suggest you pause and think carefully. What do you really want? Define your goals clearly before making your choices. Some people say, my goal is clear, I just want someone with ambition, someone I can connect with and someone I can marry. Well, your goal has two parts. First, the person needs to be pleasant to your eyes, meaning, at least of average appearance or better. Second, they need to have ambition. But I ask, if they don't have money now or won't in the future, is ambition enough? And would an ambitious man really choose a woman over 35? What do you all think? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and follow.
Is there anyone who wants to go out with me for a walk? I was just hit on. Oh my God, a man around 40 or 50 years old came up to me on a bike and said, wow, you're so beautiful. I feel like at this moment I can only attract older men. Young guys don't have a chance anymore, right? Did he really come up to me just because he saw me here with my phone? I can't believe it. Is there something wrong with his vision, or do I really look like I'm in my 40s or 50s? Then he came over and said something, didn't he? He just passed by and said that to me and I was a little in disbelief. It's so hard. I just finished eating and I'm here with my friend, enjoying the evening breeze. It's so boring because I stayed at home all day. The weather here during the day is a bit hot, so I didn't go out. At night we came out to walk, but unfortunately we're two single girls. We're here, two single girls, while all the couples are walking hand in hand. We just support each other. Many people think that since we're girls, it should be easy to find a boyfriend. But for us who have taken it seriously for so long, finding a boyfriend is also difficult, because when the guy is really good, we feel like we're not good enough. If we find a guy who doesn't have ambitions as a partner, we end up feeling unsatisfied, because we're already getting older. Almost 30 now, and who's going to look at the younger guys? They won't look at us older sisters. The situation is complicated. Finding a boyfriend at this stage is quite difficult. That's why I've been single until now, and there's a reason for that. Some people admire us single girls for having freedom, for being able to do whatever we want. But in our thoughts it can also be lonely, because there's always a light waiting for you to come home. Waiting for someone to have dinner with you is such a happy thing. Sometimes we're a bit envious of those who have settled down and are living as a family. But everyone has their own difficulties. They envy our freedom and we envy their happy families. So, at any stage, everyone has their own regrets. What I admire most about girls isn't the evil way of being wooed with flowers or gifts, or receiving red envelopes. Those things are exhausting. What I admire about girls is that when you're hungry, they take you out to eat. If you're not feeling well, they accompany you to buy medicine and see doctors. No matter the circumstances, they are there for you, offering you a shoulder to lean on. The love I want isn't just about empty slogans. It's not just about saying I like you or how much someone cares. I hope there's someone who shows their love through actions, not just empty words. To me, what I need most in a relationship is action. So as a down-to-earth girl, I don't hope that the other person just says sweet words but doesn't do anything in practice. Girls who value actions, do you think you have too high expectations? And what does everyone think about this issue?
If you watch the channel's videos until the end, where I share my point of view on the dilemmas discussed, you should know that I never judged the demands and expectations of Chinese women. I always say that everyone has the right to choose what they think is best, even if those choices are often unrealistic. The truth is that in many cases, these expectations are so far removed from reality that they become surprising. When I talk about this kind of topic, what really intrigues me is what these women have to offer in return. Many of them have above-average demands that are completely unrealistic for an ordinary man in China. It's as if they live in a fantasy world where the rules of real life do not apply. Whenever I watch this type of video, I find myself thinking, it can't be possible that she's serious. This leads me to reflect on the social and cultural pressures that shape these expectations, as they are often rooted in ideals of beauty, status, and success that are, in fact, unattainable. Moreover, there are many testimonials from women whose demands are even more bizarre than those shown in today's video, and I intend to bring that up in upcoming videos. This makes me question whether there is a disconnect between what they want and the reality of what they are willing to offer. Often, these women do not deliver anything substantial in exchange for their demands. Some don't even have youth to offer anymore, yet they still seek a perfect man, which is unrealistic. It's a vicious cycle that perpetuates frustration for both them and the men trying to fit into this mold. At this point, it is crucial to consider what it really means to find a partner. A relationship should be based on mutual values, respect, and, most importantly, a genuine connection. Ultimately, relationships are built on more than just appearance or material possessions. This leads me to question, could these absurd demands be a form of self-sabotage? Being so fixated on standards that most people cannot achieve prevents them from truly living and experiencing healthy and happy relationships. Now I want to know your thoughts. Given the women shown in this video and their demands, is there any one of them you would concede to? We're not counting the women shown in the teaser at the beginning of the video, but only those displayed afterward. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is essential for me to continue bringing these testimonials and various topics to the channel, creating a community with diverse opinions. Dialogue is key, and I would love to hear what you think about these issues. See you in the next video.